Is this?
Great. So this is the part where we look dumb. Ready?
Oh, okay. I like it.
And then I put it all in the post. You like the dumb stuff. You told me you like
Yeah.
it.
No, I like it
Yeah.
when it's real.
Exactly. It's authentic.
It's authentic.
It's not. There's
It's
no
not
AI here.
dumb.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Be serious.
Okay.
All right, let's do this. Welcome back to Hello Henderson here at Tech Alley Henderson. I'm here with a very special guest co-host for the evening. Not only is she a personal friend of mine, she's actually my wife's best friend, Sherri Mantanona. Did I say that correctly?
Yes, you did.
I
You
always
did
say that
great.
after everybody's name. Hi, Sherri. Welcome to the
Hi.
show. Welcome
Well,
to Tech
thank
Alley
you.
Henderson.
Thank you.
This is your first one?
Yes, this is my first
Yeah,
one.
yeah. Finally. What a what a way to get you inducted into the Tech Alley Henderson
Throw me right in.
family by just put you right in front of the
That's
camera.
how we do it.
By the way, we're live. We've been testing going live for a while. We're doing it right now, and I think we got a full production team today. We're not used to this, so no pressure. You got this, right?
Yeah.
You work for government, right? Can you tell us a little bit? Why don't we all meet Sherri? Sherri, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, everyone. So, Sherri Mantanona. I am with Workforce Connections. I am a strategic initiatives manager. So, Workforce Connections is the Southern Nevada Workforce Development Board, which means we are a public entity, but we're underneath state agencies. And our mission is to connect employers to a ready workforce. So,
And-
yeah, we do supportive services to help people get skilled, upskilled, placed into jobs, and everything in between.
Yeah, so when we ask people to come talk on the show or come be guest co-hosts, it's not just let's pick random people. I mean, we are celebrating Small Business Month this month at Tech Alley Henderson here at the Pass Casino on Water Street. You help a lot of small businesses get on their
Absolutely.
feet and get them going. What kind of services do you normally, without giving it too much, obviously, but what kind of services do you think people need to know about right off the gate?
Yeah, so especially for small businesses, that's my job, that's my role, that's where I specialize. We are looking at how we can eliminate skills gaps for incoming talent or within your own talent, your incumbent workers. If they need upskilling, we're going to help provide support for you to get there. I'm really a big proponent of getting people moved up so we can make room for entry level talent. And on the other side of that, we have entry level talent lined up and ready to go. And if they need training before they come in and apply for a job, then we coordinate with all of our community partners, including post secondary and vocational training programs, to make sure they have the training that they need in order to be able to work for you.
Look at that. Look at that. Did you know, did anybody know this out there? I knew this because we've met last year. We've been friends. I was just telling somebody here that you're basically best friends with my wife. She couldn't make it there, so she sent in her she sent in the enforcement.
Backup.
Yeah. So, but again, every month we have a theme, and yes, we are small business focused. We are focused on innovation and growing the community. Speaking of, Sherri, we met her last year. We've seen her like maybe 50 to 100 more times in a bunch of events. You helped some of the people in this room tonight, right?
100%.
You've helped some of these people. I know that some people are like, hey, what are you doing? And like, hey, I'm going to be on the show tonight. So what do you want people to know about Tech Alley Henderson now that you're part of it?
I just think it's a really great place for people to get together. I think that the conversations and the innovation that comes out of just being in a room with people who may not be trying to solve the same problem as you, but your creative minds sort of come together. And I think that sort of collaboration is what breeds solutions and innovations. And being in a space like this where you have people with similarly aligned interests, or you're coming from a place of being a small business owner and being able to discuss the wins or the obstacles in
Yeah.
that space. All of those things are relevant to how you go back to your own specific organization and solve your own problems.
Right. I mean, you said it perfectly,
Yeah,
right?
thank
So she's so good at this, you guys. All right. I think it's time for Lorraine. I think we're going to take a quick break. Am I correct here? Anybody, look, somebody point at me. We have a lot of people in production right now. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with Lorraine to give us the state of the alley. And okay, she's talking right now. And she'll tell us about Launch Lab. Really exciting stuff for small business or anybody that wants to be a small business. We'll be right back.
So, Hope Link of Southern Nevada, we're a nonprofit organization. Our mission is to prevent homelessness, preserve families, and provide hope. It costs us about $4,000 to $5,000 to keep someone housed. It costs the state $93,000 for each individual who becomes unhoused. So it's really important to support prevention work.
There was a couple times where I was couch surfing, which is a nicer way of saying I don't have a home and I'm too broke to go somewhere. Molasses is a little too fast for government. I often make the joke that AI is like a college intern. You still have to check their work.
So if there's a question because that's what I normally do when I interview people, I listen.
Yeah.
And based on the questions, like when
That's
you were
natural.
talking,
Yeah.
I just responded with a question. But we are back with
Hi.
Lorraine Yarde.
Hello, hello.
We're going to call the chairwoman of Innovation Henderson.
Yes.
Chairwoman of
Tech
the
Alley
chapter leader of
Henderson.
Tech Alley Henderson.
Tech Alley
Is
Henderson.
that the right
That's
term?
the correct term.
Right?
Yeah. What you
Chapter
call,
leader?
You can call me whatever you want to call me. Chief cook and bottle washer.
Boss lady. The
Boss
boss
lady.
lady
You know,
of
it's
chapter
funny. People call
of
me
Tech
boss
Alley
lady
Henderson.
all
Boss
the
lady
time.
of Henderson.
Especially my husband, and he's smart to do that.
Yeah, a lot of us have been trained to call our wives the boss ladies.
That's
You know my wife, so you guys know my situation.
yeah. We know. Smart man.
Lorraine, welcome back to Hello Henderson as usual.
you.
Thank you so much
Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you for letting us do it here. We love
appreciate
being
it.
part of it.
No, we love
So,
being here.
as always, what's the state of? By the way, we missed you last month.
Yeah, I missed
glad,
it too.
Glad you feel glad you feel better.
Thank you for really for picking up the slack and for covering
Hey,
for me.
it
You
took
guys
a
did an
whole
amazing
team,
job.
a whole team to do what you do.
Yeah, well, I'm
Just so you
like a
know.
headless chicken most of the time is what I do. But anyway, no, you did an amazing job.
The
Thank
only
you.
thing that I did that I outmaneuvered you on today is I got the best speaker as my
You
co-host.
did.
Today. Yeah.
You did. That was a great job getting Sherri.
So-
Thanks a lot, Sherri, for doing
I
this.
appreciate it.
Now
Thanks.
so before we jump into the state of Tech Alley, I just want to explain what you normally do is you have a theme every month.
Yes.
This month is Small Business Month.
Small business man.
So we often try to grab the speakers, but I also try to work off of that and see if I can get a guest speaker, a guest co-host
Sure.
that can also be part of. Like for
Yeah,
example, a couple
yeah,
months ago,
yeah.
we had Women's Month, so we
Yes.
had a woman entrepreneur from that came out of Tech
Karami.
Alley Henderson,
Karami Olsen.
Olsen.
Yeah.
We tried to grab
Beautiful.
somebody with obviously the theme. So tell us
Yes.
about Tech Alley Henderson this
So
month.
Tech Alley Henderson, well, actually, let me start off with talking about Innovation Henderson because we are part of Innovation Henderson. It's a non-profit that I founded about 3 months ago. And we just got approved for our 501c3. Woo! So that's a big step for us. It actually just took a month, and I was so shocked because everyone was saying, like Scott from the chamber was saying, it's going to take about 6 months. They're really behind. But yeah, we got the letter in the mail last Saturday, actually. So I was super excited. So it just means that we are now officially a non-profit, and we can actually, we're officially tax deductible. And so we're aggressively looking for sponsorship now because as we're doing these monthly convenings, as you know, we're adding additional things to the services that we provide the community. So we have Launch Lab coming up, which is our first workshop cohort. On June 17th, we have an event called Learn About Launch Lab, which is going to be hosted at the Lookout Room at the America First Center, which is where all the ice hockey stuff
Yes.
goes on here on Water Street. It's going to be from 5 to 7:30 p.m. on June 17th, and there's going to be a QR code up on the screen later for people to register for that.
and we'll
that
probably
is-
put it on here as we post this episode
Yeah.
next week. So we'll see if we can get it out
So
there.
it's for people that want to participate as entrepreneurs. It's for people that are interested in being trainers, mentors, and it's also for people that might want to be sponsors, want to support what we're doing in the community. So everybody's welcome.
That's awesome. So what is Launch Lab?
Launch Lab is a cohort to take founders from concept to commercialization. Basically, if you have an idea for a business, you could be early stage, you could already have your MVP or not. But we're taking them from step 1 all the way through to getting a product to market.
Wow.
Right, it's a 12-week course. There are 2 educational sessions in 1 week, and then the following week's a recap because there's 6 separate modules.
Right.
So basically, we're covering things like go-to-market strategy, idea validation. You know, is there really a need for what you're developing? Is there a demand out there? What problem do you solve?
Who's your customer?
Who's your
What
customer?
are your personas? And all that?
And we end with pitch preparation and a pitch competition.
Nice.
And hopefully find a great sponsor that can give us some funds so that we can actually award the pitch winner with some funds.
So if
That's
you're
the goal.
interested in being part of that launch lab, to enter, you know, you're gonna have a lot of resources. You got Innovation Henderson, you have the City of Henderson, you have NSU is involved, we have the Chamber of Commerce of Henderson is involved. So there's a lot of a lot of people that are involved in this for you to succeed. So make sure you click the QR code, comment below, let us know what you want to, what are your ideas on how to pitch and how to get in contact with us, and we'll make sure that you get in touch with the right people. I don't know what's wrong with me. I think I'm losing the bet. What happened was that we had a bet
Okay.
to see for how long it was going to take you to talk.
To take who to talk?
You.
Why?
Because if somebody said, well,
What
if
did
you're
I
going to have
do?
her talk for a minute. I was like, you can't even have her breathe for a minute.
Okay, well, I
Just
need
let
to
things-
go. I'm like on pins and needles right now, but it's okay. I've got time.
No.
I'm
You're
good.
doing great. You're doing great.
Double
I was just messing.
down. That's
right.
cheers to that.
Yeah, you hear what I'm saying? Yeah.
All right, so we know you have to go.
It's okay.
We have a
Listen-
lot of
listen.
people that we have to interview for today.
This is incredible what you guys are doing. Thank you, everybody, for what you're doing here today. This is all about innovation, right? We're trying to build an innovation ecosystem here in Henderson. So be
Yes.
able to, stream this live to people that can't be here physically is amazing.
Yes.
So I'm just excited about how this is progressing in such a short period of time,
And
Hoz.
we're so grateful for Third Eye Production. They're
Yes,
providing
thank you
everything.
so much. Third Eye Production, shout out to those
shout out to
guys.
Third Eye Production.
Shout
They're doing
out
a
to
great
Ryan.
job. Ryan's been there since day one, so
Yeah.
I always put his name in there.
Shout out to Sherri and shout out to you, of course.
Thank you so much. Thank you. She's doing great so far. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Am I good?
You're
Okay,
great.
I'm
All
gonna
right,
go
we'll
back
be
to
right
work.
back. By the way, do you like our makeshift solution for the cameras?
Whatever works.
I love
What
it.
is it, like a can of beans or something?
I have no idea. I went over there. I was looking for paper cups, and then she said, "Do you want cans?" I was like, "I'd love
That's
cans."
cans of something.
Yeah.
Like something.
Beans
Peas,
or-
beans,
yeah,
something.
Something like that. String
Definitely.
beans.
Hi, Sherri.
corn.
How are you? Good, how are you? Good, I'm fine, thank you. Are we live right now?
We're about to go live.
Oh.
He's recording, so he's
You are,
recording.
okay.
So I'm gonna use a lot of this for the
B-roll.
the B-roll or
For the
the
B-roll.
outtakes or whatever you call
Yeah.
them. What's the difference between B-roll and outtakes?
B-roll. B-roll is there you
So
go.
this
So
is
he answered the question
so it is.
for you.
This
You got
will
that
be
before.
the mess up, right? I got bean cans that
You
stands
don't
for
have-
cameras.
No matter how you're doing an amazing job.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. I'm being innovative.
You are. There you go. Innovation Henderson.
Last month we had it was
Fallon.
it would have Fallon on, and it was Earth Day and whatnot. So I don't know what he's
I don't know what
I don't know what
he's
he's
associated
involved
with
with, but
Earth Day,
he,
but
he,
maybe
was
he's just
he was just
earthy
happy to be
kinda
here.
guy.
Honestly, he said it was a good break for him,
Good
so
for
he
him.
needed it.
Yeah.
but he did dress very earthy. That's what I'm gonna
Good,
say to
okay.
that. I know I'm lame. So
Not lame.
with us.
I got you.
With us is Tom Nicholas. Is it Tom Nicholas or Tom Nichols? I've heard it both ways.
Nicholas. It's
Tom
like Santa
Nicholas
Claus,
the
like
third.
Santa Claus.
Tom Nicholas
The
the
second.
third.
No, not
The
the
second.
third,
Sorry,
now.
sorry.
Come on
Tom Nicholas the second. We're live. I'm nervous. Okay. So
Dude, you do this every day.
Tom Nicholas II from Nevada State University is here. Well, workforce development of Nevada State University, correct?
That's correct.
Tell us who you are. What are you doing here tonight, Tom?
Well, I'm the Director of Workforce Development for Nevada State University. I've been there about 5 years. I was the inaugural director, so we're still we're still a baby organization. We're just getting going. So we really work. If you want to talk about, I'm here to be on a panel about how to small business, and I think from a Nevada State perspective, we help small businesses grow by helping their people grow.
Excellent. So I'm probably going to ask this during the panel, but I'm going to give a little preview here. And if you want to hold some of your answers back, feel free to do so.
I'm all about secrets.
What is a college? What can a college do to small business? I mean, I think you and I know already. Of course, Sherri, you know, because you work with them all the time.
I won't say it.
Right. So,
Okay.
but you don't think about a college helping a small business, students normally, or post grads or something like that. how does a college help small business?
So the first thing is we haven't been to college in 3 years.
Okay.
So we're a university now.
Yes.
That's a big deal for us. So
I'm
I think
glad
it's
you
important.
clarified that. Yeah.
No, but anyway, so really we're on talent development, whether it be, I mean, all of our students are in workforce development. When they graduate, they're out there looking for jobs. Now, in my program, we do short-term credentials, upskilling, leadership development, technology readiness, like AI or cybersecurity. We're also engaged in the ecosystem, and so we help make people make connections, like with Workforce Connections.
Yeah.
I attend all the ISPs that I can, and that's where I meet a lot of business owners and find out what they could get from us. We're also a great connection. Like we're not a one-stop shop for everybody, right?
Right.
So, but I always say we may not be the last call you make, but I'd like us to be like the next to last call you make. So we help make those soft handoffs.
Oh, that's
to
an
different
interesting.
groups.
I mean, I don't want to dig too far into it, but that's interesting. What do you mean by the next to last call you make? Is it like when you say like I can't get any further, I'm running into a wall?
Well, if someone calls me and say, hey, we need a upskilling grant. Well, we don't do upskilling grants. I can provide the training, but someone like Employee NV or Workforce Connections, I can say, hey, if you reach out to them, and then what I would probably do is reach out to someone like Gio or one of those guys over in Employee
Business
NV,
account managers,
and I'd
yeah.
say, hey, we're trying to help this person get a hold of who can help them get a grant. And so by the time I get back to the person who called me, I've got a connection that should be the person they need to talk to.
Okay.
That
So
ends up being the last stop.
that
Yeah.
ends up being the last
Yeah.
stop.
That should be the last stop. I mean, I don't feel like I can say, hey, I can't help you,
Right.
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
So, from my perspective, dumb question. So
No.
I'm full of them. Does a small business owner or any small business, do they have to pay for any of these services, or do they have? Well, like, is there a cost associated? Like, explain some of that to us.
Well, advice is free.
Right.
Help is free. We do our best. We are a self-funded unit, but we do our best to keep the cost as low as possible through grant funding, through industry partnerships. We do pay all our instructors. We do have overhead costs to go along with that, but we do our best to hook them with resources. There's WIOA monies for upskilling. There's for people who job retraining. So a lot of times we may not be free, but they're not the ones paying for it. We find someone to help pay.
Gotcha. How long you guys known each other? You guys known each other for some time, right?
Yeah.
And you've been working with each other,
In different
Yeah.
roles. And
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So 2018, I would say.
Yeah, well, for a while, yeah.
19,
Yeah. So you guys been referring small businesses to each other,
Well,
helping the community.
When I first met him, I was in the role of a small business. I was
Ah.
a chief of operations for a small business. So the lens and how we work together was coming from a different perspective. And now after all these years of growing and all of that, now I'm on this end of it where I'm seeing the community partner and the support side. But I understand where small businesses are coming from because I've been in that seat.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, Tom, I don't want to take too much of your
No, it's just
panel discussion tonight, but I'd love to have you on the show, just the two of us talking for a good time, for a good while.
that'd be great.
All right.
All right.
Well,
Hey, thanks for having me on. Good to see you,
absolutely.
Sherri.
All right, Tom Nicholas II from Nevada State University, and we'll be right back. Be the crooner that you're meant to be, Tom.
Hey man, we were talking about that silky jazz vibe.
Yes,
dude.
exactly. It's
That's
continuity.
the theme song to my show. Have you even watched my show, man? The
I
theme
watched
song.
like 5 minutes of it just
Right
over
now?
there.
That counts.
That counts. You
Yeah.
sent me the link. I
The
mean,
theme song is jazz, big band jazz.
big band jazz.
Yeah.
All right.
You didn't bring
Number
your
4.
hat
Number
or your
4.
whiskey.
Yeah.
Ton.
I don't know these things.
Are you a whiskey guy? I didn't know
I
you
am
were
a whiskey guy.
You look like a bourbon guy more than a whiskey guy.
Okay.
They're cousins, right?
Well, actually, I like
Semantics.
scotch. If you want
Okay,
the
so
truth.
there you go. Okay, you look a little more Scotch.
Yeah, that's
Bourbon.
more my thing.
All right.
But
What
the
are you
important storm.
drinking?
Whiskey.
Whiskey?
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Welcome back to Hello Henderson, where we're talking about liquor, apparently. Do you like our innovation idea of having tin cans? Because I left the stands for the small can. All right. We're back with Len Jessup from Desert Forge Ventures. Hi, Len.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, welcome to Hello Henderson.
Fancy meeting you here.
I know, right?
I just happened to be in the neighborhood, so I stopped in.
So, Len, you're one of our speakers tonight.
Yes.
Tonight is Small Business Month, right? We're celebrating small business. Tell us about who are you, and tell us how you got here, and then tell us about Desert Forge Ventures.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm a longtime business school professor in kind of tech and entrepreneurship. And then at some point I got roped into doing administrative stuff. And then I went on this road of dean, VP, president, heavy duty administration for the latter part of the career. And I missed what I was doing before, because in addition to the cool stuff I was doing in the classroom and research and everything, I was doing a lot of startup investing. I helped start a little boutique venture capital firm in Seattle along the way, but I had to stop all of that when I started into the heavy duty administrative stuff. So now that I'm done, I got the higher ed administration stuff out of my system, I'm back to doing what I like doing, what I had a lot of fun doing. And so that's how I got back into Desert Forge Ventures. I knew after UNLV, here as president, I went down and I ran one of the little Claremont colleges for 6 years. And then Christy and I knew we were going to be back up here full time, that this is where we wanted to be, and this is where I wanted to do the fund.
So for those who don't know, Christy Staub,
Yeah.
your wife, she was a guest speaker here a few months ago.
Yes.
We just did a back-to-back episode, part 1 and part 2. Her second episode just posted today on Desperate Radio for Hello Henderson. Great personality, great conversations.
She's a very good speaker, so just don't back my video right after hers. Make a little space in between. I can't follow
You're doing
that.
great. You're doing great. So tell us about Small Business Month. How do we celebrate Small Business Month? How do we help the community and those in the community that want to start a small business?
Yeah. You know what I would say to kind of underscore small business and here in Southern Nevada, as I was getting ready to start the fund, I had some guys at the university help me grab data about startup ecosystems all around the country. And if there was a ranking that year when I did that, just before the start of the fund, so like about a year ago, it would have showed that this startup ecosystem would have been ranked 5th in the country. Not by volume, of course, but the year-over-year growth. And then just this week, the Las Vegas Review-Journal posted a study, and they looked at tech jobs, and they did a ranking of cities by the percent growth in tech jobs. Number 1, Las Vegas was number 1.
Yes.
So small business in general in Nevada, but especially in tech, is hot right now.
There's a lot that's happening, and I'm trying not to go deep into a conversation. We should have our own episode, by the way.
Yeah.
I'll put it far away from Christy's
just
episode.
space it out.
But I think you posted the same thing that I posted yesterday about this thing on Fox News. Fox 5 News says that the next tech hub or the next big jobs are coming here in the Valley, right? A lot of tech jobs are coming in the Valley.
Yeah.
You're a business professor. You would know more about this.
Oh,
thing.
absolutely.
So tell us a little bit more about that.
It's already happening. What we hear about on the news is the big guns moving in, like Ben Horowitz from Andreessen Horowitz, and then companies like their venture capital fund re-domiciling in Nevada. And there's a lot of that going on. But what you don't hear about is founders moving over here under the radar to start their companies here, coming from California, now starting to come from Seattle as well. And it is a business school thing, it's economics.
You're right.
It's just, no state income tax, no state capital gains, light corporate taxes here, lightly regulated, and it's significantly less expensive here for both the business and just to live than either Southern California or the Bay Area.
And there's a lot of people that have moved here over the last, especially since COVID, right? So it's a growing community, and remote jobs are starting to go away a little bit, but then we're starting to have more people that actually do want to be in the office. I work remotely most of the time. Sometimes I go into Town Square where there's the WeWork, just so I can feel that office environment again.
Yeah, that's right.
So, all right, well, I don't want to keep you. I know you're
No, it's okay.
You're preparing
I'm
for
ready.
your.
I'm going to go get some tips from my wife.
There you go.
What I should talk about.
Think values first. Think values first. All right.
That's it.
Len Jessup, thank you so
thanks,
much for
Oz.
being on Hello Henderson. All right, we'll be right back. Everyone blames leadership for not buying into Agile, but nobody's asking the real hard question. Are we speaking what they want to hear? Yeah, they don't want to hear it because you haven't told them how it benefits what they're looking for. The gap isn't motivation, it's translation. Business leaders think of cost, risk, and outcomes. Meanwhile, practitioners are living every day and they're thinking about sprints, velocity, DevOps, ceremonies. You have to lead with the problem, not the framework. You have to lead with where do you want to get to? You have to discuss where do you want to get to? What is the end result look like? What does success look like on both sides? And it's not about ego. It's not about selfishness.
I mean, so now
Yeah,
you know.
it's so good to be here again tonight and to be part of Tech Alley.
No, we're glad to have you, and I'm standing in as this pretend host. It's the fake it till you make it thing.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna wing it, and we'll see how it goes.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Thank you so much for being here. This is Anthony Malloy with the City of Henderson, and you've just recently gotten promoted. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do, your role,
Yeah.
and what that looks like?
Well, thank you. Recently, I was promoted in the sense that I now also supervise the Economic Development and Tourism Department.
Yeah.
I have been at the city for the last 18 years, always in redevelopment. I was the director of redevelopment, and now I also work with the team from Economic Development and Tourism.
That's amazing. So what is, when you're looking at, supporting small businesses from a redevelopment or economic development lens, what does that look like for you and from the City of Henderson's perspective?
Well, we provide what we like to call a concierge service, so it's not a one-size-fits-all. We understand that every business owner is unique and their needs are unique. And so what we will do is go in there and assess what their needs are if they're looking to open a business, and we'll do our best to try and fill those gaps that they have. So that might be us providing assistance directly to them to find where they can open a business, making sure that the zoning allows for that use so that they don't unintentionally enter into a lease to only find out later, hey, you can't do that business here. That's every small business owner's nightmare, right? Is to have that experience.
So how does a business engage with these services? Are they going to City Hall, or is there an online start?
So we have an online presence through our website. We also have Facebook and social media, so they can reach out to us through those mechanisms.
Oh, wow, okay.
And they can also just come directly in, and the city has a really great program. It's called Contact Henderson, and it's available on an app or on the website, and they can reach out through that platform as well.
Nice, fantastic. So are we just looking at hospitality businesses? What does the business community look like for Henderson?
We are here to help any business owner.
Yeah.
We know that it's really fun and exciting to make big announcements, like when we had the Google data center come to Henderson, you get name recognition. But the truth is, has been and will remain that 80% of all job growth in the United States is through small businesses.
Yeah.
And so whether you're big or whether you're small, you're going to get our attention.
Yeah, that's excellent. And, as somebody, we were talking about it earlier, I used to be on the business side of things. I was the chief of operations for a small business, and you do your best to go out into the community and look for resources, but it's nice to know that these resources exist in a community level, and you don't have to drive across town to the nearest SBA office or whatever that looks like, that Henderson's really putting priority for their neighborhood.
And we do, and we value the investment that people are prepared to make in the community, whether it's creating one job or creating 100.
Well, that must be a rewarding job.
It is.
Yeah.
I like to think of it as helping people make their dreams come true.
Well, thank you very much. I'm so excited to hear what you have to say to the group.
Thank you.
I really appreciate you being here.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Most work isn't broken because people are bad. It's broken because the system doesn't make sense. Dead Sprint Radio is where leaders and teams talk honestly about what's not working and why. No framework worship, no corporate theater, just real conversations, real lessons, and how to actually fix execution. This is Dead Sprint Radio.
So how was your trip?
The trip to McLeod. Is that the trip you mean?
That's the only trip that I know that you went on.
Yeah, no, McLeod's a beautiful place up in Northeast California, right at the foot of Mount Shasta. It's most beautiful river to fly fish in the entire country, I believe, the McCloud
I
River.
didn't take you for a fly fishing guy.
Oh yeah,
No?
yeah. If only I could make a living doing it.
No. If we only can make a living doing this, right?
Yeah, right.
Welcome back to Hello Henderson. I'm here with Scott Mulrath, the president of the Chamber of Commerce of. I'm saying that wrong. It's the Henderson Chamber of Commerce, the Chamber of Commerce of Henderson.
Henderson Chamber of Commerce.
Henderson Chamber of Commerce, and we both are on the board for Innovation Henderson. But more than that, we met a couple of times the last few weeks, and we kind of realized we share a lot in common. So I said, why don't you come and talk to me on my show? And here he is. Hi, Scott.
Hello.
How are you?
Very good.
What are you doing here today?
Well, here where it's all about Innovation Henderson. So excited for the Launch Lab cohort that will be assembled in June, that's when we'll try to be put it together. I know Lorraine will mention the event coming up on June 17th down at America First Credit Union, the center there, to get people interested and engaged with the Launch Lab project.
Yeah,
So,
that's awesome. And how does the Chamber help people that are going to be part of Innovation Henderson or Launch Lab? So tell us about the Chamber's role in all of that. And tonight.
The Chamber of Commerce for Henderson, we have over 2,200 members, and most of those are very small businesses, right? 80% are 20 employees or less, and many of those are just 1 and 2 person shops.
Gotcha.
That's our wheelhouse. And so we have just so many services as a chamber, and I kind of view Launch Lab as and Innovation Henderson as sort of an extension of what we do, just kind of building the programming in Henderson.
Excellent. I want to say this because as somebody who started his business last year, I have an idea of what the Chamber does, obviously from a while ago, but when you speak to somebody like my mother who started her business in her 50s, or my father around the same time, and certain individuals, there's a lot of them out there. They think the Chamber of Commerce is for those who have money, for those who just, who are big companies or medium-sized companies. That's not the case, right? The Chamber is for everybody. Can you elaborate that a little bit?
Yeah, well, I think, there's different chambers everywhere, right? And they do different things.
You're right.
Our model with Henderson is we are 100% membership driven. So we do truly offer everything for business. We're built by business for business. And but there are other chambers, they might be subsidized by a tourism group or a jurisdiction, so that they have a different mission about promoting tourism in a given area, or different services like that. But Henderson Chamber, 100% membership driven. And we're successful because of all the different programming that we have for small business.
And just go on their website, just talk to them. They'll guide you in the right direction. Trust me, I know because they did it with me. So, Mr. Scott Mulrath, thank you so much for being on the show. We got to do a longer episode. We want to know the origin story of Scott Mulrath.
Yeah, well, I want to eat some of your favorite things to cook, so let's do that.
We'll talk about that off camera. All right, Scott Mulrath of the Henderson Chamber of Commerce. Thank you so much, and we'll be right back.
I still say to this day, I'm like, if you're willing to get involved at UNLV, that place will set you up for success. I had no idea that part-time job on campus was going to change the entire trajectory of my life. I get to share all the happy, feel-good stories that make up our community every single day. I think is really greater than ever before because of how many people are moving here. There still is so much opportunity here, which is part of the reason why I love Las Vegas so much. Vegas has a major boomerang effect. People leave and they always come back. If you don't make the changes, the universe will present you with opportunities for change and opportunities for growth. It's true. I mean, I would be living a much more fear-based life if it wasn't for my husband.
All right, we are back at Hello Henderson at Tech Alley Henderson with Miss Dijana Mitrovic from the U.S. Department of Commerce. Correct? Did I say that correct? Okay.
Yeah.
I always like to make sure that I know it's in my head, but by the time it makes its way to my mouth, it just loses its way. It steps over itself.
Thank you.
So tell us, how did you get here? How did you find us here in Henderson?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I love Henderson. I often come as a soccer mom. I often come to Henderson with my soccer kids, and we love playing here and spending time in Henderson. So it's tonight is my first time at the actual Tech Alley Henderson. So I'm really privileged to be here, and I'm really thankful to Lorraine for inviting me over. So I really wanted to share with our entrepreneurs and established business owners about the resources that the federal government is offering, as we cover all the industries, and we are helping small business owners expand abroad internationally through our network of over 130 offices at the U.S. embassies and consulates around the world. So no matter whether you have a service or a product, as long as it's 51% of the U.S. content, and we can help you find that international distributor or partner. We are bringing those foreign buyers to the trade shows here in Nevada, and then we can connect you with them. So even without the traveling abroad, you can find your next sales with us.
So I heard you say so many interesting things. And the one thing that stuck out to me is we help any business. It doesn't matter, small, large, medium, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs.
Yes.
This room is obviously full of solopreneurs. So is there a restriction or preconditions that people need to even to have before they even talk to you?
Yeah, so we do have a standard like intake questionnaire for the new clients, and over there, as long if you're manufacturing something, it has to be 51% made in Henderson, right?
Right.
Or in the US. If it's a service, then it's R&D and the CEO, so you certify that you have that minimum origin of those goods and services.
What about a podcast in Henderson, about Henderson?
Yeah, yeah, that's all 100% made in Henderson. So made in Henderson, going global.
Yes, exactly. We're hoping.
Yeah. So we also have another amazing program for mentors from Henderson. So we host
this
Select
is
USA.
looking good, better for me.
Yeah, take notes. Select USA program. Like we just had one edition, 2026, wrapped up in Maryland in May, as we are now celebrating World Trade Month and National Small Business Month, and we also had the Export Week and Economic Development Week. So Select USA Summit next year, it's going to be in May in DC area, like Maryland, and we invite Henderson mentors to apply to be mentors for the female tech founders, international ones. They can also be judges, they can be speakers. So we are now opening up like call for speakers so that you can talk how you became entrepreneur and how does it look to open a business here and grow your business. So there is a website. We can also put in over there in the caption,
why don't you tell us the website,
Yeah.
and we'll make sure we share it in the comments.
All those resources, or email me, contact me. I'll be happy to chat with you and see how we can customize that support and how you can basically mitigate the risk. So if you're solely relying on the US client base, you're missing out so much because the consumer power is 95% is located outside of the United States.
And will you be talking about that on stage tonight, about what is it that people need to know because they are missing out on so much?
Yeah.
And I know you're part of the
absolutely.
panel, right? Yeah.
Yes, I'm excited about tonight's panel. You have great speakers and great lineup, great programs. So really, congratulations. And I know the Tech Alley is celebrating 5 year
So Tech Alley, Las Vegas celebrated its 5th year,
and you've
I
been
believe,
there 2 years.
to about 2 years. I only moved here last year. I'm just riding Lorraine's coattails at this point. But no, this has been great. It's been a great experiment. I'm loving it. I get to meet great people like yourself, so I appreciate you for being here.
Yeah, absolutely. And we are also getting ready slowly for the next CES in town. So we invite also lots of all of these like tech entrepreneurs to join us.
Goodness
We will be
gracious,
having
CES?
Yeah, CES. I mean, it's around the corner basically.
No kidding.
Yeah, so we usually host different like market briefings over there. We have international. We have companies and like international startups coming here, and we usually do and help and attend those like networking receptions. So we'll keep you posted how you can engage.
Yes, please. You've given me a lot of information to consider. So thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you
Can't
so
wait
much
to see
for
you on
having
stage.
me.
Absolutely. All right, Dijana Mitrovic, we'll be right back.
Ever feel busy, but nothing's moving? You're not alone. Dead Sprint Radio is where leaders and teams share real war stories about work, leadership, and why execution breaks down. No sugarcoating, no buzzwords. If this sounds familiar, this show's for you. This is Dead Sprint Radio. Subscribe today.
Whew, what an evening, and it hasn't even started yet.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
I am so excited to hear from everybody and just hear what the businesses have to say and just kind of like get to mingle and talk more.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous about the moderating thing, but that's me. Like whenever I'm nervous when I start opening my mouth and talking in front of camera. As you can tell, I keep tripping up. No, I really am. But I just kind of like just swallow it up and just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah.
You know? So
No,
how much fun did you have tonight so far?
I come to these things always anticipating something new, and this already has proven that's I think when we're talking about business and all of these things for like what we can do for businesses and what we can do for each other, those gaps are okay because gaps are opportunity. And for me, that's where the excitement comes, is being able to close those gaps and make the connections and be able to help each other sort of accomplish our goals and our dreams. So I hope that the conversations tonight result in some of those gaps being closed.
Yeah.
And that's what drives
Wow.
me.
And how about that philosophical elegance that she brought to the show? Like we don't have that much on here. Thank you for bringing that, by the way.
Thank you.
By the way, I don't know if this is the best time to tell you, you're not getting paid for this.
I gotta go.
Yeah. By the way, I keep joking about this, but it's not a joke. We actually are real friends. Like she really is my wife's best friend. So
That's true. I'm not a paid actor.
yeah, no, you're not a paid actress. You really are our friend. So thank you so much for doing this. I really appreciate you. Stick around. We might pull you on stage later.
Oh my gosh.
So stick around, and we'll see if we can wrap up the show. Thank you, everyone, for watching. We'll be right back with the wrap up with everybody, as many people as we can grab. All right? We'll see you in a little bit. This was great. Why do you think about the second part? You kind of
Mom here.
You kind of stole my segue question. It was for you directly, Mom, but I'm going to ask it anyway, see if there's any different answer. What do you wish existed when you were starting out that somebody's probably struggling with right now? Where are we standing? We're good the way we're standing?
Good. Just don't look at the camera.
Don't look at the talk to each other?
Down.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we're
So
talking
we're
to each other.
looking-
Don't look at the camera. No, we're talking to each other.
Look at the light.
Look at the light.
Yes.
Yeah,
Look into the light.
Just looking straight ahead.
Look
Toward the light.
Look into the light.
Okay.
Do not look into the camera.
All right.
Okay, we hear
So
you
I'm
loud
gonna
and
look
clear.
straight this way.
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna be blind, and then whoever I'm looking at, I'm not gonna be able to tell.
There you go.
That's
All right.
okay.
So we're doing the wrap up right now. This is the wrap up part of
Okay.
the show. Are we recording?
Yep.
We're recording. We're good to go.
Yeah.
So welcome back to Hello Henderson at Tech Alley Henderson. We are wrapping up. We just had a wonderful, successful evening, and Lorraine, You're the chairwoman. You're the boss lady.
I'm not, well, okay,
you're the-
call me
you're
boss
the-
lady, but these events aren't possible without the support of everybody that's here. The technical people behind the cameras, Ryan, Haz, the panelist, Dijana, Sherri for being a host, Tom, panelist, Scott, who am I forgetting? Ikram, Len,
I know we missed Ikram.
Brandon,
Yeah.
and Anthony Malloy, okay?
Brandon.
I said Brandon,
Sorry.
okay, yeah. Without everybody that participates and gives their time to these evenings and these events, we couldn't make this happen. So I think we had a good turnout tonight. I'm hoping people are going to start to engage more with the Innovation Henderson ecosystem, because we are really creating that for the community, right? So that you can get, give us your feedback, tell us what you need, tell us what you want, tell us what you like, tell us what you don't like, and then we'll try and create events and curate events that, really support your needs, okay? So that's my takeaway from tonight. Please go on innovationhenderson.org. Make sure you create your profile, go into the portal, fill out the surveys, go into mission control, perform some of the tasks, and the next month you can win $300 because Gary Gottlieb from
Thank you,
Legal Shield
Gary.
and ID Shield, thank you, Gary, is giving us $300 to give $100 to each person, top 3 people on the
We're
leaderboard.
probably gonna put a QR code right
Great
up.
job,
maybe right
Henderson.
here.
Really
Yeah,
trying.
thank you so much. And thank you for everybody that's really, given their time tonight. This has been a great event. Takeaways from this, you have to be in this room.
Yes,
Okay?
absolutely.
And as I said before, in order to make these events work for you, you have to be here, you have to get involved, you have to collaborate, you have to have conversation. You can't just say, okay, fine, it's not working. It will work if you put the time in.
Let me tell you, just by not being in the room, what you missed out on tonight. Dijana, we talked earlier today, and you spoke about it some more on stage. There's so much the Department of Commerce that a lot of business owners don't know about.
Yeah.
So,
I didn't know about.
Yeah, we didn't know about. So
Yeah.
what is one thing that you feel like maybe you didn't get a chance to cover on stage?
Yeah, so we spoke on the podcast as well about the CES engagement and engagement around different trade shows that are happening in town. As my U.S. Embassy and consulate colleagues are bringing foreign buyers, they want to meet you guys, they want to buy from you. So be there, show up. I'll be happy really to share those ongoing opportunities that you can showcase and promote at Tech Alley, and I can't wait to be back.
Yeah, we can't wait to have you back again. Please come next
Please
month.
do come
Thank
back.
you.
Tom, we joked that you're going to pull somebody on stage, and you kind of did, but not the person I thought you were going to pull on stage. Can you tell us about that?
Well, I think we got a lot of really good questions about how can business owners get the support they need. And, while I provide the upskilling, sometimes they need the support for those upskilling. So they talked about Employee NV. We talked about Workforce Connections. And so Sherri was able to come on stage and share what they do to support small business.
And you were a little surprised getting on stage. You didn't expect that tonight?
I mean, I didn't expect that, but I'm always prepared for it because, like I said earlier, we're a partner system. We all work together. I'm in the room with these individuals from post-secondary, K through 12, vocational training, other government agencies on a daily basis, and we work together to meet the needs of our community and our business community. So I'm not that surprised. Was I prepared?
You did great.
Well, thank
You did great. We thought you did great. So, and then you had questions. She had a few follow-up questions.
She did.
Yeah.
I want to make a comment about that, about resources specifically. So what we want to create on innovationhenderson.org is a resource page so that everybody that comes that has access to a grant or that programs like Department of Commerce, US Department of Commerce, we want to make those things accessible and available in one place at the Innovation Henderson portal, because at the end of the day, you come to these events, you meet these people, and then you forget about them, right?
Yeah.
So we're trying to collect all that information. So what I'll say is, if anybody out there has a resource, a grant, access to funding, access to any kind of special program, any free training that they want to share with us, send me an email, hit me up on LinkedIn, and we're going to create that resource page probably for the next month's event. And that way we can start adding SPDC, Department of Commerce, Employee NV, all of those contacts onto the site.
Excellent. All right.
Good.
I guess this is the wrap-up. Did you go ahead?
No, I'm just saying that now with SPDC colleagues, we're preparing also for the Reno Startup Week, but that doesn't mean that Henderson cannot participate. So there are many opportunities to get involved.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, excellent. I'm going to do something on camera that I probably shouldn't do. Is I'm going to take a picture. AJ is probably going to kill me. So I'm going to do a quick selfie for us just to capture this magic in this moment. So see if I can. Okay, let me stand on your side over here. There you go. There we go. I got it. Here, if I do this, there we go. That's everybody. 3, 2, 1. All right. Thank you, Henderson. Thank you, Tech Alley. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you next time. Have a great day. Sorry about that.